I understand no player wants to come off, but I think at his age and with his experience, he has to understand that he's not going to play 90 minutes every week, and it's not always about him, even though he's thought it's always been about him most of his career. It's really not. So I think Rangnick's probably handled it pretty well, actually.
How are the team going to fare without him, Robbo?
It depends who comes in. Yeah, it depends who comes in. They talk about Cavani. He's only trained, I think, today. So whether he's fit enough to play, whether they play Greenwood up front, whether they play Rashford up front, they're all the questions. But I think they should still win the game, not because they're a good side at the moment, but I think West Ham, whenever they've gone to Old Trafford with Moyes in control or in charge, he's fearful of the game and he plays too defensively and doesn't play with enough verve, as West Ham have been playing. So I think Manchester United will probably get the better of the game, but Ronaldo, he's got his problems because he doesn't really want to go and press the ball. He's not really running in behind enough. So I don't think a change of centre forward is going to do them too much harm.
They've lost Lindelof as well because, I mean, what an incident. His house was burgled when they were playing at Brentford with his family in it. So clearly his family are very upset and shaken, and he's decided to go back to Sweden. So he's not available. That means Harry Maguire will probably come in, who has not been good and has been dropped and has been coming under all sorts of pressure from supporters, from media, and that weighs on a player. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I actually thought about this a lot. I had it as a 2-1 win, like Robbo did, and Frank, and then about an hour later I changed my mind because I do agree with Stuart. West Ham, when they go away to these big clubs, sometimes are a little tentative. And I do feel there's an opportunity here to get at this Man United side. Clearly there's no Zuma, there's no Ogbonna. Souček and Benrahma, I think, should be fit. But it's how they approach the game, particularly with Man United having to make some changes. But I've given West Ham a draw because I'm just not convinced, even in victory by Man United. I mean, they could have been out of sight at it's Griffin Park, still Griffin Park, the new stadium. They could have been out of sight at Brentford in that first half. That's how bad they were. So for those reasons, I'm not convinced by either side to get a win. I've gone for a draw.
Frank's gone for a win now, as is
yep.
Frank, you've gone for 2-1. Have you seen an improvement in Manchester United?
Well, it's not really because I think that Manchester United is better than West Ham, but there is a lack of player who can make the difference for the Hammers, where they used to do it, like 2 months ago. It's why I think that West Ham is going to lose, because some players and important players are missing in the team, and it's why they cannot compete to even an average Manchester United, I would say. I wasn't convinced at all when I saw Manchester United play the last game that they played. But I'm pleased to see that Rashford might be back. And if Ronaldo wasn't happy, he has to think that the guy who substituted him scored the third goal, and it's Rashford. And Rashford is an international player, and is about to play in maybe the success of Manchester United. So I think it's a good thing to see Rashford back and see how he's going to behave, not being in the first 11 for a while. I want to see that. Maybe it's a new Manchester United who's going to be showed against West Ham.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.